Hi guys, welcome back. Today we're going to be filming in a little different location. This is what I like to call Cloud HQ. And today we're actually going to be discussing the 1997 Jarrell, Texas F5 tornado. The sheer power of this tornado is just very, historic. So with that being said, let's dive in. May 27th, 1997, Jarrell, Texas. With cape values being at some of the highest ever recorded at 7,000 joules per kilogram, and with the storm also having lack of wind shear, the residents of Jarrell really did not see this coming whatsoever. It was going at a path of 10 miles per hour, so in turn it just allowed the storm to take even more time to just cause so much extensive damage. It essentially gave it more time to grow bigger and bigger in size, which it started out as just a ropey tornado and then became a huge, wide wedge tornado. It hit an area called Double Creek Estates, which is just a small residential area, about 38 homes. Winds reaching up to 260 miles per hour. This F5 tornado basically just tore up everything in its path, anything and everything. It lifted cars, other large vehicles, tossing them basically just like toys. It leveled homes, swept them off their foundations, and totally slabbed.
I saw it go behind that house, go behind my house, go straight across my backyard, pull that old oak tree straight up out of the ground, 100 feet in the air, and crash down on my house.
One of the most chilling yet fascinating stories to come from this tornado is a phenomenon called the dead man walking. Now, there really isn't a lot of footage from this tornado exactly. The only footage I've really ever been able to find is just lost media on YouTube and everything, so I'm just gonna insert here what I do have. Described it as a human figure inside of this funnel just walking with its two legs, destroying the town and everything in its path. Like I mentioned, while the footage is very limited, with only lost media really being found about this tornado and the dead man walking, residents, however, claimed they saw this dead man walking, and they have a lot to say about it. Their sightings mentioned seeing what they described as human-like figures inside of the tornado, dark and shadowy, just a phenomenon, just an optical illusion. In fact, they actually believed it to be just large objects like rooted trees. Like I mentioned before, whole trees were uprooted and debarked, so it could have just been something like that within the walls of this vortex and just making it look like legs. And they decided the dead man walking was, making it look like it had legs walking. After only 40 minutes on the ground, it caused so much insane amounts of death, destruction, and the tornado eventually passed through and dissipated at 3:55 p.m. Along with the victims of the Jarrell, Texas tornado, animals were also found to be victims of the storm. Some of them were found without their fur and feathers. In fact, cows were found with absolutely no injuries to their bodies, and they say it was because of this sheer, sudden pressure change from the tornado. Now, while the EF scale wasn't introduced until 2007, many argued that the storm really could have been an F6 tornado. And as of 2025, there has never been an EF6 tornado, and obviously there also has never been an F6 tornado. Some researchers even theorize that the winds could have reached up to 300 miles per hour just based on the destruction alone. That is a wrap on the Jarrell, Texas F5 tornado. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I really enjoyed looking up videos and research on this tornado. I've always been so fascinated by it. And yeah, if you have anything you'd want to share about this tornado, please leave a comment down below.